Hello, Mr. Trump. Thank you for joining us this morning. Another big day as it's decision day in 4 states, but we here in Ohio are a week away from the state's primary.
And the latest poll has you in a virtual tie with Governor John Kasich here in Ohio. Now, the governor boasts his record about job creation in the state, leading the state also to a $2 billion surplus. So what is your strategy to beat him here in Ohio?
Well, we have to bring jobs back to Ohio. I mean, you have a surplus to a large extent because they got lucky and they hit oil. And we have to bring jobs back, and we have to bring better jobs back because a lot of people leave. And we will do a job like nobody can do. We're going to bring jobs back to the country, essentially, but we're going to do a very, very good job.
Governor Kasich has said he's very confident when he talks around here. He'll win Ohio. That will lead him to the nomination. So we're hearing all this confidence from the Kasich camp here in Ohio that this is the start of something big for them. Your reaction to that?
Well, he's got to start working quickly because he's way, way down, and he hasn't won anything, and he's the bottom of the barrel right now. So we'll have to see what happens, but he'll have to start winning very quickly if he's going to win because so far he hasn't won anything.
All right, a lot of talk right now about the potential of a dramatic finish right here in Cleveland with a possible contested convention. What are your thoughts about that possibility, and do you think the Republican establishment is trying to stop you?
Well, I think that's a possibility, and certainly they're trying, and they're trying for no reason. You know what's happened, it's the biggest story in all of politics, is millions of people are going out to the primaries to vote because of me. And I'm doing very well. I've won many of them, and many of the states, as you've been seeing. And I think we'll do very well in Ohio, very well. But millions and millions of people are going out to vote in the primaries that had never voted before, and it's a surge of 40, 50, 60% in the primaries, and that's never happened before. So it's really been quite wonderful to watch.
Why is that? Why are more people going out, and how are you changing politics from what we normally see?
Because they're really looking for hope, and they just don't have hope. We're losing our jobs, we're losing our industry, we're losing everything. We can't beat ISIS with the military. We're losing in every single capacity, and they want hope, and they just don't see it.
If you do win the nomination, getting back to Governor Kasich, would you consider him as a running mate, since he does do well in the polls against Hillary Clinton? But is that a consideration you'd have?
Yeah, but no, and I like him. I would say that the answer is yes. I certainly would. I would, absolutely.
Circling back to bringing more jobs to Ohio, specifically, how would you do that here in the state?
Well, I'd bring them back from China. I'd bring them back from Japan. I'd bring our industry back. I'd bring them back from Mexico. You know, you're losing a lot of business to Mexico, including Ohio is losing a lot of business to Mexico. And we would bring our jobs back. We'll bring our companies back. And we're going to lower taxes very substantially. I have a major tax cut for everybody. I mean, the people are getting a major tax cut, the biggest tax cut of all. And you'll see. I mean, it'll be like magic. It'll be a great thing.
Besides jobs, healthcare is so important to Cleveland, especially with the Cleveland Clinic here. What's your plan? What would you tell, especially voters here in Cleveland, about your healthcare plan?
Well, not only Cleveland Clinic, but Cleveland Clinic uses my places for their big fundraisers, and they're fantastic people, fantastic, and so we love them. But we are going to take care of health care. We have to repeal Obamacare and replace it. We're going to replace it with a great health care that's less expensive and far better. But Obamacare is a disaster. It's going up 25, 35, 40%, and we have to replace it. We're going to repeal it. We're going to replace it, and we're going to have something great.
Circling back to the potential of a contested convention here in Cleveland, how would you go about winning a battle on the convention floor?
Well, I don't want to talk about it yet because hopefully that won't happen. You know, I'm leading by a lot right now, and we'll see what happens. I think winning Ohio is very important for me, and I think we have a really good chance of doing that. But it's a little bit early to be talking about it yet. Most people think it's probably not going to happen, but I'll tell you what, if it does, I'll be talking to you first.
We'll hold you to it.
We're going to hold you to that. Single thing that the Ohio primary is going to come down to?
Well, I think it's just, myself versus Kasich, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm going to bring jobs. I'm going to bring better protection for the country as a whole. The military wants me. The vets want me. I'll be much better on health care, and I'll be much, much better on the economy.
When are you coming to see us?
I'll come soon. As soon as I do, then I'll stop up and see you folks. You've been terrific.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.